Hi children, hello everyone. We are going to study today the separation of substances. Already you know about the methods of separation children. What are that methods of separation? You know it. What are that? So for the solids we use threshing, winnowing, hand picking, sieving, and for the insoluble solids and liquids, what do we use? Sedimentation, decantation, filtration and loading. Okay, so methods of separation. Okay, methods of separation. Fine children. Now what are that children? Soluble solids and liquids. Soluble solids and liquids. Then liquids. Okay. Okay. Methods of separation children. Insoluble solids and liquids. And about the liquids, how can we separate these children? And already you know about the solids children, and you know about that also. What was that children? Insoluble solids and liquids, you know children. Today we will be discussing about the liquids and the soluble liquids. Soluble solids and liquids. Soluble solids and liquids. Fine children. So for the liquids, what are the children? We can separate it by using the separating funnel or the fractional distillation. And for soluble solids and liquids, we can use evaporation and distillation children. Okay. So let us start with the first of all first we will be discussing children about separating soluble solids from liquids. Okay, let us discuss the method. What is it children? Separating soluble solids from liquid. Separating soluble solids from liquids. Okay, so what are that method children? The two methods, that is evaporation and distillation. Okay, evaporation and distillation. We can separate common salt dissolved in water by evaporation children. As you know about the sea water, that contains a lot of salt. The salt that we use in our food is mostly obtained by evaporating the sea water. What children? Evaporating the sea water. Okay, sea water is collected in a shallow ponds and allowed to evaporate in the sun, and what is left behind, that is children, salt is left behind. And in the distillation is a method of obtaining the pure liquid from a solution children. The solution is heated so that the liquid evaporates. The vapors are then cooled. They condense to give the pure liquid. What does we get? We get the pure liquid by the distillation method children. Okay, so as in the distillation method children, the apparatus is arranged for the distillation. The distilled water used in laboratories obtained by a special apparatus is used to get the distilled water. Now, water containing dissolved impurities are kept in a flask, children. Okay. How it is obtained, children? Water containing dissolved impurities, water containing dissolved impurities, children. What is it, children? Is kept in a flask. Okay, it is kept in a flask, children. Okay, then what happens? An apparatus called Liebig's condenser is fitted to the flask to cool the water vapor. Then, children, the Liebig's, what is the name of it? Liebig's condenser is attached to the, that is attached to the flask. Okay, children. Then is fitted to the flask to cool the water vapor. Cold water is made to flow through the condenser, and as the flask is heated, then what happens? The water evaporates, children. The water vapor cools and condenses in the Liebig's condenser. Then the drops of distilled water formed are collected in another flask. The distilled water that is collected in another flask, children. Okay. Now, the next one is about the separating liquids. Now, separating liquids, children. Now, about the separating liquid, we have seen that the liquids may be miscible or immiscible, children. It can be miscible or it can be immiscible with each other. Okay. Then how to separate it? A separating funnel is used to separate a mixture of two immiscible liquids. It has a stopper which can be used to drain out the liquid at the bottom. Now, children, what happens in it? You can just mix oil and water in a beaker and let the beaker stand for some time. The oil and water will separate. Oil will form a separate layer on the top of the water. Oil and water are immiscible. By carefully tilting the beaker, it is possible to pour that top layer of oil. Thus, decantation can be used to separate two immiscible liquids. Okay, and a separating funnel can also be used to separate two mixture of immiscible. And about the separating mixable liquid, two miscible liquids that have different boiling points, for example water and alcohol, can be separated by the process that is known as, what is that process? The process is known as fractional distillation. The process is fractional distillation, children. Okay. Now let us come to the next point, that is the solubility. Okay. Now let us discuss about the solubility. Fine, children. Now what happens in it? You know that the water is a solvent and the sugar, the substance that dissolves in the water, is called solute. Solvent. You know about the solute, children. A solvent and solute together, what does they form? They form a solution, children. What does they form? They form a solution. Okay. Now when you mix a sugar and water together, so what does they form? A solution of sugar in water is formed. Water can dissolve a large number of children substances in it, so it is known as a universal solvent. What is it known as? It is known as universal solvent, children. And the substances such as sand that do not dissolve in water, what are they known as? Insoluble in water. Insoluble in water. And the substances which are soluble in water, they are known as, they are soluble in water, children. Okay. Now, I would like to tell you some of the points, children, that are different substances have different solubility in water. The solubility of sugar in water increases with increase in temperature. With increase in temperature. The solubility of most other substances in water also increases with temperature. However, the solubility of salt increases very little with temperature. For the salt, children, the solubility of salt increases very little with temperature. Now, what is the importance of water as a solvent? What is the importance of water as solvent? Okay. In this, it is because of its property of dissolving a large number of substances that water is so essential for life. It is also used in the process of digestion, children. In the process of digestion, where the food is reduced to simple substances that are soluble in water, several waste materials produced in the body are dissolved in water and excreted, children. Waste materials. Okay. Then, children, a number of chemical reactions also occur. Chemical reactions. A number of chemical reactions occur inside our body. They all occur in the presence of water. And children, about the plants, plants can absorb nutrient from the soil only if they are soluble in water. About the plants, children. Now, gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide, which are soluble in water, are important for the survival of aquatic life. For the survival of aquatic life, children. Okay, so the solubility of gases in water decreases with increase in temperature. The solubility of gases in water decreases with increase in temperature, children. Okay, now applications of method of separating. Now let us discuss about the applications of methods of separation obtaining drinking water, children. So the tap water supplied to our home is first cleaned in the water parks. So it is sedimentation and decantation. Sedimentation and decantation is first done to remove the large particles of solid impurities. Then alum is then added to water to separate the smaller particles by loading, children. Okay. Purification of water in the water works. What we are discussing? Purification of water in the water works. Then water is then filtered by passing it through sand filters. Now the water is filtered by passing through the sand filters. Now germs are killed by adding chlorine to the water. Germs are killed by adding chlorine to the water, children. Okay, these are the steps for the purification of water in the water bath. So what all we had discussed, children? We had discussed that the soluble solids can be separated from liquids by which method? That is evaporation. Then we discussed that a pure liquid can be obtained from its solution by the method that is distillation. Okay. Then immiscible liquids can be separated by a separating funnel. By a separating funnel, children. Miscible liquids with different boiling points can be separated by fractional distillation. Then a solution is formed when a solute dissolves in a solvent. Solubility of most substances increases with increase in temperature. With increase in temperature. Fine, children. Okay, thank you so much.